And Napa is there, 1-0, simple as that. He is still scoring here for Saint-Etienne.
Oh, yeah!
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Borderline Glory. We've had a bit of time off, but we're ready to go again. We're still here with St-Etienne. We're going to be reflecting today on that incredible season. Last time out, we've got one game coming up. We're going away to Strasbourg, the newly promoted Strasbourg, and then we're going to take a look and everything else in between. So in terms of what's been going on, nothing much. We've had our pre-season 8 games in total. We went to Switzerland for that. A team we played, Verdun, from Switzerland, but apart from that, no one in particular. We could have had a game against Servette, but didn't happen in the end. We had games against Barcelona as well, which was an interesting one. 2 goals for Luis in that one, and then has Napa been in the goals? I've not actually seen. Has he got any? He doesn't look like he's scored any. He's just got 1 penalty, which is not a promising sign, but obviously still a part of this team. Had a great season at last time out. Transfer window, no signings. It's just been a quiet one. We do still have a bit of money to spend. That does mean, however, I have been able to go and up the bonuses for this season. So even if we're not here for the full season, which I wouldn't probably expect us to be, but who knows? Even if there's a motivation there for them to do well and go and get those bonuses. And apart from that, I guess the nice thing to look at is that the data hub, the pass map has made a return, but I don't know if it's going to show us. And that was the key positions thing we were looking at, where we looked at the shape of our team on average, and it was a really nice thing. But the touchline tablet went, and we weren't able to see it anymore. But now we are once again able to go and see it. It looks like PSG lost their opening game against Nice there. We have the chance to go top of the table with a big win here today away from home. It's going to be an interesting one, and a bit to try and win that Ligue title that we unfortunately missed out on in pretty devastating fashion. But what can you do? Really, a double last season, winning the Champions League, French Cup defence we're looking for, and to win the league would top it all off. Let's go and get straight into it. Our Ligue 1 campaign gets underway against Strasbourg. So the team for this game against Strasbourg, it's been a bit of a mixed bag of pre-season. Players have been injured in and out of the games, but it starts with Triguera in goal, backline of Agbenifo, Juanma, Zajac, Barber, Jaworski, Blazquez, Nuhard in the middle, Garcia on the left, Luis on the right, and Napa up top. Everyone who was out injured is fit and ready to go just in time for this game. Kick off here in this game against Strasbourg. Hopefully it's going to be a great start to the season for us wherever we are. Obviously we've got a border to move across now in whichever direction. The country I would be looking at in terms of potential options after is probably Italy, because we do have still there's a boy behind it. Napa is there, 1-0, simple as that. He is still scoring here for Saint-Etienne. It's a lovely finish, and that is as simple as that. In terms of where we go next, Italy could be a real interesting option. We could go down to kind of Spain way, but then we'd have Spain and Portugal, and we do kind of need to win 3 trophies. We've got the Women's Champions League, Europa League, Champions League still to win, and there's a couple of countries after Italy. We can move a bit more central as well. We've been to Spain before. We kind of went to Portugal when we did the FIFA series, but yeah, I think Italy could be an interesting one. But there is some other options as well we could potentially look at, but who knows? It's all about the job offer that does come up. Blazquez for 2-0. He has put that well wide. Not a good effort in the end there, but obviously since you last joined us, it's been a bit of time. But that amazing episode, the 2 trophy wins, and that entertaining final day all turned out to make a very, very good episode, very eventful episode. If you did watch all of that, fair enough. It was the longest video ever produced on the Matov FM channel, so credit to you. But yeah, it's interesting that we did so well, and it's going to be interesting to see how we'll do this season for as long as we are here. You know, if the same motivation will be there, how will these boys do? We've only got one player running out of contract at the end of the season, and that is Rock Barber. He's not too keen on re-signing just yet, but I'd like to think that will change come the next transfer window. But yeah, we haven't had many offers. Players, ridiculously, we've not had offers for Napa. If good offers came in for some players, we had a few, but like if real good offers came in, I wouldn't have stood in the way of them. But none of them were really reasonable. You know, we had ones for Idrissa Silva, we also had Rock Barber, just different players like that, but they just weren't reasonable, to be honest. The fees were basically what we paid for them, and they're just not worth that much. The valuations make no sense, and then these Saudi clubs could have come in and offered up the money for them, and they just didn't. But then when they want to take them at random points, when they don't even need them or have to do it for just no reason, just to mess up things, they manage to secure them every single time, and it's just so frustrating. But what can you do? It happens, and yeah, but it's whatever, you know. If the offers do come in, we are going to take them, but there's not been too many that have even been worth considering. We've had one of our youngsters go out on loan who we've not seen much of, and he's got the longest name I think ever I've ever seen in Football Manager, so I'm not even going to try and remember. He's a Thai international, very good player, lots of potential, but he's gone back out on loan, and he could have some big money fees coming in. I think it's his third season now on loan. If he does have a very good season, he's gone to Samsunspor, who he played in that Conference League semi-final. He's got an important role there in the club, so hopefully he goes and develops well. A big move could be on the cards, or he gets into his main team. The only reason I'm not really keeping him around is because, one, he'd be on the bench quite a bit, and two, he doesn't particularly fit this system. He's a very kind of number 10 player, and there isn't really a number 10 in this team, I suppose. I guess you've got the midfielders, but no outright number 10 that he is looking to play for, so that's very interesting. But yeah, we've had some sell-on fees as well, or sell-on fees, what would you call it? They're like the 20% and stuff like that. That's added on as well. And overall, it's been a good transfer window. We've managed to keep players. We've not had to bring players in. Jagu's also back as well off his loan, and hopefully we start to balance out his minutes a bit more. But Jaworski's obviously very good. But with Jaworski getting a bit his stamina levels just completely fell off. I don't remember if he had a big injury or something. I don't think he did. With Jagu now back, we can rotate those two in the midfield, and gives us a good bit of competition. That was the only position it felt like we were struggling in last season. The only other, I guess, is centre-back. No Josh Liddell today, so we don't really have a backup centre-back. Are we on dynamic highlights here, by the way? We are. We're going to change that back now. But yeah, apart from that, centre-back, I guess, is the only place we could strengthen. But if we were to bring in a centre-back, we could find a player. We could go up into that holding position as well. We do have 13 million to spend if we want to go and do that, but there's no one real of note. I don't want to bring in, because the players who are around like 20 million, which we were looking at before the bonuses came in, they were all like young players, but I just don't want them complaining about their minutes, and I don't want their potential to go to waste on the bench. So it's kind of a hard thing to do, to find bench players. It's easy to find starting players when you need them, very hard to find bench players, but with the starting players, well, it's kind of hard, because you don't want to drop some players who you built quite big ties to, and they are actually decent players. But what can you do? The players who were there from the start are usually quite happy to stay on the bench, because the team was usually not as good as what it was when you came in as you leave it. So that's why that happens. 30 minutes gone. Julio Napa is still on the foot on the gas. He's got another 2 goals. He's got a golden boot to defend in 2 competitions. Obviously can't defend that Conference League golden boot, which is, I think it's kind of a cool thing, but also I feel like not being able, I mean, it wouldn't work if that happened, but I feel like you should be able to defend your Conference League title. There should be no promotion to the next tournament. It's kind of a cool thing, kind of not at the same time, but I guess that's the rules of the rules. We would have been in the Europa League if we hadn't qualified for anything with that win in the Conference League, but we finished second in the league, so it is Champions League football. Maybe we'll have that coming up in the next episode. It would be nice to go back into the Champions League with this Saint-Etienne team. We did that before, and hopefully we've got one better. We probably will. We do have a stronger team. There would be some tough tests, but ultimately we've won the Conference League. Teams have got to be on note with us. You know, we came second in the league on. PSG were, you know, on their toes all season until literally the very last game week, which has not been done, I don't think, ever since PSG started their reigns of titles, unless they've lost the league completely. There's not been a real season where they've been pushed all the way to the final day, and that's exactly what we did. So we can be happy with the way we played there throughout that season. And second place is still a very good result. I wish they did a runners-up trophy, so we could say we did a treble, but it is what it is. A French Cup, Coupe de France, you don't win them often, and a Conference League as well, the best trophy I think to win in any trophy in football, to be honest. It's just so special. We went and won that. Here's Nuhard Luis with the header, 3-0 here. It's a lovely display. Some of these boys are only just returning from injury. Triguero has not been tested too much. Rock Barber as well as just returned from an injury. We've got Josh Nadell out for quite a lengthy one. Olafsson as well is not in the team today with some injury, so that's quite frustrating. Diakite has been injured as well. Garcia was injured. He is alright going into this one now. We'll go and make some changes here. Going to bring Campo into the middle. We'll go and bring Mason at left back as well, just to get his sharpness up. And then, is there anyone who's really sharp on the pitch already? We'll go and bring Jagu in, give him some minutes back in this side. Obviously not part of the side that won that double last season. I'm sure he's frustrated about that, but what can you do? He wanted to move out. I'm sure if he could have easily been a part of the team. Got quite a few starts, especially with some of the fitness issues Jaworski was going through last season, but what can you do? He wanted to go. He got his move. He was very stubborn, and credit to him. But against the newly promoted side here, 60 minutes gone, 3-0 the scoreline. It looks like it's going to be a successful opening day, and for the first time in quite some time, we are going to be top of the table. Hopefully we stay like that. If we go and complete treble this season, by the way, that would be a Champions League, Ligue and Coupe de France. Not only would we win the Champions League, which would tick off another thing, we'd win the Champions League with Saint-Etienne for the first time, beating their record previously in the Champions League of runners-up that one time. We would go and finally win the league and defend our Coupe de France title. That would be quite ridiculous if we did go and do that in the last 5 seasons though. PSG 3 times runners-up of the Champions League. Not last season, but the season before was the last time they did that, and then missed the season before that, 2 runners-up. And in the seasons prior, Real Madrid were the champions in the Champions League last time out, so it'll be interesting to see how that all goes down. Blasquez gets another one. It's 4-0 here, and I was a bit nervous that we wouldn't turn up in this game, or just in general in this season, off the back of a very successful one, but every single player who's in this team last year is still in this team. We've built a squad for the future. That's why at the end of this season there is only one player who's out of contract, and that is Rock Barber. It would be frustrating to lose him, considering we did spend quite a bit of money on him, but the offers that come in for him are just not worth it. He's a very elite player. He's could go for 40-50 million, to be honest, so I don't know why players aren't offering it up. I'm sure we'll get that extension though by the end of the season. It is a 5th goal. Ramon Campoy gets it to make it 5-0, and if we take a look down here, Garcia did get that assist there. It is the battle of the goals and assists once again for these boys. Jose Luis up to 2, Garcia up to 2. We're going to look. We've got some more changes left. We've got one more change. I'm going to bring on Diakite in at striker. I don't think. I think what's his name? Napa is clocked out in the remaining part of this game. But we've got 3 goals expected here. 5 goals on the board away from home against still a good Strasbourg team. Obviously, they didn't have a very good season last, but it's very impressive of them to get promoted back up. I feel like it's a thing we're not seen too often in football anymore these days. Teams, really good teams who go down but not getting promoted straight away, but luckily Strasbourg did that, but ultimately they've not got back up to Ligue 1 speed as we beat them 5-0 here. Potentially time for some more goals, but at minimum it'll be 5 away from home. It's not often you see a scoreboard that says 0-5, but ultimately we've done that. The full-time whistle goes and we are top of Ligue 1 here. So there you have it, an opening day win, top of Ligue 1, and a great start to the season. If you did enjoy that episode, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Make sure to join the Discord down below. I'll leave you all with this little tune. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all wherever we are in the next episode. Thank you, bye bye.